This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. Let's start with our big story from the frontier. OpenAI just officially launched something they've been testing for months, their GPT real-time voice model and real-time API. This is pretty exciting stuff because it's not just another chatbot upgrade. We're talking about conversational AI that can shift emotions, change tones, and even switch languages mid-sentence, all in real time. What makes this different from previous voice AI? Well, most older systems had to stitch together separate models for speech and text, which created delays and made conversations feel clunky. The GPT real-time model runs everything through a single system, which means much less lag and way more natural flow. Think of it like having a conversation with someone who can instantly adapt their speaking style based on what you're talking about. The API also comes packed with some impressive features. There's MCP server support, image input capabilities, and even SIP phone calling support. This gives developers a robust toolkit to build voice agents that don't just sound natural, but can actually see and interact with different systems. We're already seeing some fascinating early applications. One nutrition and fitness coaching app is using the API to let users have voice conversations with their AI coach. Imagine getting real-time workout advice that adapts to how you're feeling that day. There's also a language learning app that's leveraging this for role-play features, so you can practice conversations in different scenarios, like ordering food in Paris or negotiating a business deal in Tokyo. The technical specs are available on OpenAI's site, and developers can start integrating this right now. This really feels like we're moving from the type your question and get a response era into something much more interactive and human-like. Next up, let's talk about Microsoft making some serious moves in the voice AI space. They just announced their first in-house AI voice models, and this is significant because it signals Microsoft's growing independence from OpenAI. The MAI Voice 1 model is already powering Copilot's voice features, and it's impressively fast. We're talking about generating a full minute of audio in just 1 second. They also have the MAI 1 preview model that's still in testing, but the key thing here is strategic. Microsoft is building its own AI stack rather than relying entirely on OpenAI partnerships. This gives them more control over innovation and the ability to customize their AI tools specifically for their ecosystem. You can actually try out voice demos from the new model right now through Copilot Labs if you want to hear what Microsoft's voice AI sounds like. Shifting gears to the coding world, xAI just dropped their new Grok Code Fast 1 model, and they're making a serious play for developers. The pricing is pretty aggressive, 20 cents per million input tokens and $1.50 per million output tokens. But the real selling point is speed. This thing processes up to 160 tokens per second and handles Python, Java, and C++ effectively. This feels like xAI is trying to carve out a specific niche in the developer tools market, competing directly with GitHub Copilot and other coding assistants. The fast in the name seems to be their main value proposition here. Another interesting development is from Higgsfield AI, which just launched a series of mini apps that make content creation incredibly accessible. We're talking about creating commercials and special effects in just a few seconds without needing any technical skills or editing experience. They're powered by Google's new Nano Banana image model and offer over 2,000 different apps you can try. What's cool about this is how it democratizes content creation. You don't need to be a video editor or understand complex software. You just click and create. It's part of this broader trend of AI making professional-level creative tools available to everyone. Now, for some news that might affect Claude users. Anthropic just rolled out a new policy that will let the company use customer chats to train their AI models. The key word here is unless. Users can opt out through their privacy settings in the app. If you're a Claude user and you're not comfortable with your conversations being used for training, make sure to check those privacy settings and adjust them accordingly. Let's touch on some interesting developments from around the industry. There's buzz about Meta gearing up to launch Llama 4.x by the end of this year. According to reports, they're trying to address some of the bugs and mixed reception that Llama 4 received back in April. This could be their chance to revive interest in their open-source model approach. Dell Technologies just reported some impressive numbers. Their AI server revenue jumped 69% year over year, reaching nearly $13 billion. This surge is largely driven by high demand for NVIDIA GPUs, and Dell is projecting $20 billion in AI shipments for the fiscal year. These kinds of numbers really show how much the enterprise market is investing in AI infrastructure right now. And finally today, here's a fun one from social media. Users have been testing AI image editing features across different phone brands. Someone compared Apple's AI tools against Galaxy and Xiaomi phones, and apparently the results were pretty surprising. There's also some interesting face swapping technology from Higgsfield making waves, where you can change faces in any video using their swap to video feature. On a more civic note, San Francisco just launched an AI-powered dashboard that lets citizens track government entities' spending and news in real time. It's called Civic Sync, and it's a fascinating example of how AI might make government more transparent and accessible to regular people. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.